Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and deeply spiritual topic, how the Divine Masculine experiences twin flame love in a way that's unique from the Divine Feminine. This is a journey of discovery, one that helps us understand the intricacies of this sacred connection. If you've ever wondered why your twin flame may seem to feel or express this bond differently, this conversation is for you. Let's begin by unraveling the beautiful complexity of the twin flame connection. If you feel there is more here, let me know in the comments if you would like to read a second part. Twin flame love. A connection beyond the physical. The bond between twin flames operates on two profound levels, energetic and physical. At its core, the twin flame connection is an energetic bond, a divine and eternal link that exists beyond time and space. This energetic connection is the foundation, the unshakable truth of your shared soul. It existed before this lifetime and will continue beyond it, remaining unbroken and unchanged. Layered over this energetic foundation is the physical connection, which encompasses our conscious 3D thoughts, feelings, and emotions about love. While the energetic bond is constant and mutual for both the Divine Masculine and Feminine, the way this connection is perceived and processed on a conscious, human level can be quite different. Why do they experience love differently? The key to understanding these differences lies in how each counterpart, masculine and feminine, navigates their internal world. On the energetic level, the intensity of the bond is equally profound for both. The Divine Masculine feels the soul-deep connection just as powerfully as the Divine Feminine. However, when this eternal love filters down into the physical 3D experience, it's shaped by their individual energies, life experiences, and roles in this incarnation. This dynamic explains why the Divine Masculine's conscious processing of the bond may seem distinct, even contrasting to that of the Divine Feminine. Exploring the masculine perspective. In this podcast, we're going to uncover the nuances of how the Divine Masculine feels, processes, and sometimes even struggles with this connection. We'll discuss how the Divine Masculine navigates the energetic pull of the twin flame bond. When speaking with the radiant and intuitive Divine Feminine twin flames, I often notice a common thread of fear-based thoughts creeping into their hearts. Many find themselves asking, what if my Divine Masculine isn't feeling the love I so deeply feel for him? What if he doesn't reciprocate it in the way I hope? If you're one of these beautiful Divine Feminines navigating these doubts, let me reassure you, you are not alone. What you're experiencing is not a reflection of the truth of your connection, but rather the natural challenge of viewing love through the lens of your human perspective. The love between twin flames is undeniable, but it manifests in profoundly unique ways for each counterpart. Here's the key. While the Divine Masculine is equally tethered to the same soul bond you share, the way he consciously processes and experiences this connection can look quite different from your own. One of the most fascinating differences is how the Divine Masculine often interprets the initial stages of this profound connection. For many masculines, though not all, their first conscious feelings of attraction to their Divine Feminine are perceived primarily through the physical plane. Now, let me clarify what I mean by interprets. While the masculine may initially sense his draw to you in a very physical or sensual way, this is merely the lens through which his conscious mind begins to make sense of something far deeper and more expansive. The truth is, the attraction the masculine feels for his feminine is all-encompassing. It flows through every part of his energetic being. This connection radiates through every chakra center, from the physical, grounding energy of the root and sacral chakras to the ethereal, spiritual pull of the third eye and crown chakras. What's extraordinary is that this attraction isn't just about physical chemistry, it's an intricate symphony of connection. Through his higher chakras, he is magnetized to your soul, drawn to the divine essence you embody, and captivated by the spiritual bond that exists beyond the limits of the physical world. So, if you're feeling uncertain about what your masculine is experiencing, know this: his love and connection to you are undeniable. Even if he seems to focus on the physical aspects at first, it's simply his way of beginning to unravel the infinite, sacred bond that unites you both. For the divine masculine, the initial conscious experience of his connection to the divine feminine often begins with an undeniable and powerful sense of physical attraction. His conscious mind might interpret this as being all about her physical appearance. Perhaps it's the way she moves, her unique style, or some captivating feature that seems to draw him in. He might even find himself thinking, "I'm just really attracted to her looks." But here's the truth. What he's truly drawn to is her energy. Yes, her physical presence may catch his attention, but the pull he feels goes far deeper. It's her radiant magnetic essence, the frequency of her soul, that calls to him, even if he doesn't immediately realize it. The masculine often experiences the connection at all levels of his energy body, yet his conscious awareness tends to focus first on the more tangible, physical sensations. What's remarkable about this bond is that it transcends physical presence entirely. The masculine's feelings of attraction are so intense, so undeniable, that they ripple through time and space. Imagine this. He could be looking at a photograph of the feminine, reading a simple text message, or hearing her voice over the phone, and still feel the same powerful pull. Even if oceans separate them, or they've never stood in the same room, the connection remains vividly alive within him. This attraction isn't confined to proximity or physicality. It's a manifestation of the soul bond itself. It's the way her essence weaves through his energy field, igniting something within him that he might not yet have the words to explain. So, while the masculine may initially frame these feelings in terms of physical attraction, it's really his heart, his soul, and his entire energy body responding to the presence of his divine feminine. He's feeling her light, her love, and her unmatched vibrational signature, even if, for now, his mind interprets it as something simpler. Divine feminine. Let this reassure you. The pull he feels toward you is not limited to what his eyes can see or what his conscious mind can comprehend. It's a reflection of the eternal, unbreakable bond you share, a connection so profound that it transcends all boundaries. Even when it feels like he's only aware of the surface, know that beneath it, he is being magnetized by the beautiful, limitless energy that is uniquely you. Let's talk about attraction in the twin flame connection, specifically from the perspective of the divine masculine. While it's true that the divine feminine can and often does feel a deep physical attraction to the masculine, there's a distinct difference in how this energy tends to manifest. For the masculine, this physical pull is often so powerful, so overwhelming, that it becomes the dominant way he first experiences the connection. You might be wondering, is this really how my masculine is experiencing our bond? Especially if he hasn't said anything about it or has remained distant. If this resonates with you, it's crucial to understand that masculine energy often struggles to express emotions. especially when those emotions are as profound and all-encompassing as the ones your connection stirs within him. The divine masculine frequently finds it challenging to put into words what he is feeling. Whether the emotions are physical, spiritual, or emotional, the sheer intensity of his connection to the feminine can leave him speechless. So, if your masculine hasn't vocalized his attraction, love, or the depth of his emotions, it doesn't mean he isn't feeling them. In fact, the opposite is often true. Even in moments when the masculine seems to pull away, deny the connection, or say words that make you doubt his feelings, the truth is this: the physical pull and attraction to his divine feminine are ever present, always alive beneath the surface. But there's more to this story than just physical attraction. The second way the divine masculine experiences twin flame love is through a profound sense of vulnerability. This love doesn't just exist within him, it actively works on him. It's not merely a state of being open, it's a process, an unfolding, a sacred breaking open of his heart and soul. This love doesn't gently knock on the door of his spirit. It blows it wide open, shattering walls he's spent lifetimes building around himself. For the masculine, this experience can feel raw and disorienting. Twin flame love holds up a mirror to everything he is and everything he's ever hidden from himself. It exposes the depths of his own heart in ways he might never have anticipated or even thought possible. This vulnerability can be terrifying for the masculine because it's a kind of love that doesn't allow him to remain in his comfort zone. It demands transformation, authenticity, and courage. It's the type of love that doesn't just sit quietly. It stirs, it moves, it heals. So, divine feminine, if you've ever felt unsure about how your masculine is experiencing your connection, know this: even if he doesn't say it, even if his actions sometimes suggest otherwise, your presence is opening him up in ways he cannot ignore. This connection is both a gift and a challenge for him, calling him to rise into the highest version of himself, just as it calls you to do the same. The deep vulnerability that the divine masculine feels when experiencing twin flame love often brings with it a powerful wave of fear. This fear can be so intense that he may attempt to rationalize or logic his way out of the overwhelming emotions he's feeling. He might try to convince himself that what he feels for the divine feminine is just a passing attraction, or that it doesn't mean as much as it truly does. But here's the truth. No matter how hard he tries to make sense of it with logic, he cannot escape the truth of the soul bond between you. The connection you share is unbreakable and unchangeable by the mind. It's something that runs much deeper than anything the masculine can control with his thoughts. No matter how much he tries to dismiss, deny, or reason away his feelings, the soul connection between you remains, undeniable and forever present. This brings us to the third way the divine masculine experiences the twin flame journey differently, the power of the bond he cannot escape. Even when the masculine attempts to run from the connection, when he tries to push the feminine away or deny the depths of his feelings, he is completely incapable of escaping her. No matter how far he distances himself, the divine feminine remains ever present in his consciousness, within his thoughts, his dreams, his 5D communication with her, and even the flashes of visions he experiences about their life together. It's as if no matter where he goes or how hard he tries, she is always there, an eternal presence in his mind and heart. For the masculine, this constant pull can become even more apparent when he attempts to connect with others romantically after meeting the divine feminine. As he ventures into dating or meeting new people, he may find himself unconsciously searching for her energy, for pieces of her in everyone he encounters. He might try to find someone who can measure up to the profound connection he shares with you, but no one can. Ultimately, no matter how much he tries to move forward with someone else, the universe seems to keep steering him right back to where his heart truly belongs. Back to his divine feminine counterpart. He is being called home in ways he might not fully understand, but his soul knows the truth. It belongs with you. This brings us to the fourth way the masculine experiences twin flame love differently. How he expresses that love. In the early stages of the connection, the divine feminine often finds herself naturally attuned to the upper chakras, those spiritual centers of intuition, higher consciousness, and divine connection. This is because, as a soul, the feminine has typically done more of the work of opening herself to the higher planes of existence. However, the journey for both twins is one of total integration. The ultimate goal is to balance and clear energetic blocks across all chakra centers, creating harmony and alignment within the entire energy body. But in the beginning, each twin tends to have different energetic strengths. For the masculine, his connection to the divine feminine often activates his lower and middle chakras first. These energy centers, like the sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakras, may be the first to come alive in his experience of the bond. While the feminine may naturally gravitate toward the higher chakras, the masculine's journey often begins with grounding and awakening the more foundational aspects of his energy body. This is why you may notice that his expressions of love early on can feel different, often more action-oriented, more physical, more focused on what he can do for you rather than just sharing words or emotions. He may struggle to verbalize his feelings with the same depth as the divine feminine, but this doesn't mean his love is any less real. The love he feels for you is alive in his actions, his presence, his desire to protect and provide. He may not always have the words to express it, but his soul is showing you the depth of his feelings through the tangible ways he cares for you, even when those actions seem unspoken. The divine feminine and masculine energies, a harmonious dance of expression and growth. In the sacred dance of twin flames, the divine feminine and divine masculine each bring their own unique energy to the connection, creating a beautiful balance of spiritual and earthly expressions. One of the most fascinating aspects of this connection lies in how these energies are expressed through their chakras, creating a distinctive flow of energy that speaks to their individual journeys. The divine feminine is often deeply connected to her upper chakras, which means she radiates a high vibrational energy that is truly inspiring. Her throat chakra is usually vibrant and open, allowing her to be vocal, articulate, and in tune with her inner voice. She is comfortable expressing herself, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and soul. She has a natural gift for communication, whether through speaking, singing, or writing, and her voice becomes a channel for the love and wisdom she feels deep within. The third eye chakra of the divine feminine is often wide open as well, enhancing her intuition and spiritual insight. This gives her a heightened ability to sense energies, perceive beyond the physical realm, and see the deeper truths of the connection she shares with the divine masculine. In addition, her crown chakra is typically aligned and open, allowing her to be consciously aware of the divinity of the bond she shares with her twin flame. She feels the sacredness of their connection on a deep spiritual level, understanding that this love transcends the physical realm. This powerful combination of energy centers enables the divine feminine to express the spiritual connection she feels with the masculine in a way that is both articulate and profound. Many divine feminines are so moved by this love that they feel inspired to create, whether it's through artwork, music, poetry, writing, or other forms of creative expression. Through these endeavors, she is able to channel the depths of her feelings, the sacredness of the union, and the divine energy that flows through her. She becomes a living expression of the love that surrounds and uplifts her. On the other hand, the divine masculine tends to be more grounded in his lower chakras, which gives him a different approach to the connection. His root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra are often more dominant, giving him a more physically oriented energy. These energy centers are all about foundation, stability, and action, which is why the divine masculine's focus often starts with the material aspects of life. In the early stages of the connection, this energy can sometimes make the masculine appear more focused on practical matters, such as his career, finances, and personal achievements. This focus on the physical world doesn't mean he loves the divine feminine any less. It simply reflects the way his energy is attuned to the grounding, action-oriented aspects of life. His love for her often manifests through the way he strives to improve his material circumstances, whether that's by advancing in his career, securing greater financial stability, or simply working on becoming the best version of himself in the physical realm. The divine masculine's love for the feminine is often expressed not in words, but in actions. Even if he doesn't always verbalize how much he loves her, the changes he makes in his life are driven by the desire to improve, to elevate himself, and to create a stable and secure foundation for the relationship. He may be motivated to take on challenges, push through limitations, or achieve personal goals, all as a way of preparing himself for the sacred union with his divine feminine counterpart. This energetic dynamic between the divine feminine and divine masculine creates a harmonious balance of expression. The feminine's creative, spiritual, and communicative energy is grounded and balanced by the masculine's physical, action-oriented drive. Together, they complement each other, bringing their strengths and unique qualities into alignment, which ultimately strengthens the bond they share. In this sacred journey, both twins evolve and grow, each contributing their unique energies to the relationship. The divine feminine inspires through her creativity and spiritual depth, while the divine masculine grounds and manifests this love in the physical world. The result is a beautiful dance of energy, where both are continuously growing, evolving, and drawing closer to one another in profound and powerful ways. The journey of the divine masculine, a dance of love, stability, and growth. In the sacred union of twin flames, we see two different but complementary energies at play, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. While the femininity often expresses her love through creativity, spirituality, and emotional depth, the masculine channels his emotions into the physical world. He is driven to create and manifest, creating a solid foundation that can support his vision for their future. However, this difference in the way he expresses love can sometimes lead to moments of confusion and frustration, especially when the man feels he is not yet able to give the material support he believes his woman deserves. When this happens, the man may withdraw. He may become cold, withdrawn, or appear distant, leaving the woman to wonder what went wrong. This withdrawal is often misinterpreted as a lack of love or commitment, but in reality, it is often the opposite. In these moments, the man's withdrawal is not a reflection of his feelings for the woman, but rather a deep desire to become the person he believes he should be in order to provide for her in the way she envisions. He wants to present himself as someone who can offer security, support, and a stable and promise-filled life. When he feels he is not ready to provide these things, when he feels he is still on a journey of creating himself, he may experience a sense of inadequacy. This internal conflict can create a mindset where he thinks, I want to give you everything you deserve, but I don't feel like I'm in the right place yet. As a result, the masculine man may pull away, not because he no longer cares or he feels distant, but as a form of self-protection. He wants to be the best version of himself for the feminine, and sometimes that means taking a step back to prepare himself for the life he is working for. He doesn't want to be seen as half-hearted or with a sense of incompleteness. He wants to be the man who is ready to give the feminine everything she deserves, so he temporarily backs away to focus on building the future he knows they both deserve. However, like many things in the masculine man's journey, these feelings and intentions often go unspoken. The masculine man is not always the best at expressing what's going on inside, especially when it comes to feelings of vulnerability or fear. Instead of vocalizing his need for growth, he may retreat into silence, causing the feminine to distance herself. This silence can be incredibly confusing for the feminine, especially when she is deeply connected to him on a spiritual and emotional level, and it can lead to feelings of uncertainty and doubt. But it's important to understand that the man's retreat is not rejection. It's a step in his growth process. He's not leaving the relationship. Rather, he's preparing himself for the life and love he envisions for the two of them. In his heart, he's working toward becoming the partner he feels he should be. The space he makes is not a sign of lack. It is a sign of his commitment to becoming the best version of himself, not only for himself, but for the feminine as well. I could go on and on about how the male twin flame experiences love differently, but this video is getting long, and I want to keep it brief for you. If you feel there is more here, let me know in the comments if you would like to read a second part. I would love to dive deeper into the complexities of the masculine energy and how it connects to the divine feminine in ways that are often subtle but profound. I want to share something truly special with you today. If this video has inspired you, I invite you to consider making a donation to help bring your feelings to life and support a meaningful cause. By contributing, you're not only supporting your own journey toward finding your ideal partner, but you're also making a real difference in the lives of others. With just a few clicks, you can be part of something greater. 70% of all donations will go directly toward providing food for underprivileged children and offering education to orphans. You can donate through the link provided or use the Super Thanks feature. Every bit of support goes a long way. Let's work together to change lives. And if you'd like to get even more involved, click the Join button to explore the membership options and discover the exciting perks waiting for you. By joining, you'll gain access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, special community events, and unique benefits that enhance your experience. It's a wonderful way to support the channel while connecting more deeply with our vibrant community. If this video spoke to your heart and you want more, show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to Magnetize Official. Share these messages with anyone who might need a little extra inspiration. Let's continue to spread love and light together. Thank you for being part of this journey.